6 lucky numbers to hit the jackpot on August 7th, 9th and 11th, 2025. Buddhist teachings. Have you ever wondered if numbers could carry more than just luck, if they could carry meaning, wisdom, and even a quiet push toward a better version of yourself? In today's video, we're not just talking about winning numbers, we're exploring 6 powerful numbers that align with key dates in August 2025 and reveal deeper truths through the lens of Buddhist teachings. These aren't just digits to circle on a calendar. They are ancient symbols of transformation, balance, and inner awakening. Whether you believe in luck, synchronicity, or simply the power of intention, this journey will show you how the right number, when met with the right mindset, can lead to more than just external gain. It can lead to clarity, peace, and a jackpot that begins from within. 1. Number 5. Freedom, balance, and transformation. Number 5 is more than just a lucky number. It's a powerful symbol of freedom, balance, and transformation, especially when we align it with deeper spiritual understanding. In the Buddhist tradition, the number 5 is tied to 2 foundational teachings that offer guidance for a mindful, awakened life. First, the 5 aggregates, earth, water, fire, wind, and space, remind us that all things, including ourselves, are composed of changing elements, and that harmony with these forces brings inner balance. Second, the 5 precepts are ethical anchors to avoid killing, stealing, sexual misconduct, lying, and intoxicants. These aren't just rules, they're a way of honoring life and protecting the clarity of our minds. The energy of number 5 asks us to live freely, not in the sense of doing whatever we want, but in the sense of being present, responsible, and awake. As the Buddha once said, "As a candle cannot burn without fire, man cannot live without spirituality." When you start your day, take 5 mindful breaths, each breath tied to a natural element. This simple act reconnects you with your true nature. Earth brings steadiness, water reminds you to adapt, fire stirs your passion, wind grants you the courage to move forward, and space invites patience and openness. To help you stay anchored, mark the number 5 or 5 small dots where you can see them, a quiet but constant reminder to live with purpose and freedom. On the 5th or 15th of the month, write down 5 things you wish to release: fears, toxic habits, or unnecessary burdens, and 5 things you wish to welcome: peace, love, clarity, strength, or opportunity. This ritual brings clarity to your path and invites renewal. The number 5 speaks to the heart of change, that no matter how uncertain the world becomes, we always have the power to transform our inner state. As Lao Tzu beautifully said, "Nature is in no hurry, yet everything is accomplished." When we walk in harmony with life, transformation happens naturally. So, let the number 5 be your quiet companion, reminding you that real freedom isn't found by escaping the world, but by standing peacefully within it, rooted in mindfulness and love. In this way, prosperity is no longer a distant dream. It becomes the natural result of living with presence and moral clarity. 2. Number 7. Enlightenment, synchronicity, and awakening. Have you ever felt like everything just clicked, like life was moving in perfect rhythm, and things fell into place without force? That's the quiet magic of number 7. Across cultures, and especially in Buddhism, the number 7 has long been seen as a sacred symbol of awakening, harmony, and enlightenment. Think about it: 7 colors in the rainbow, 7 days in a week, 7 wonders of the world. And in Buddhist legend, after his enlightenment, the Buddha took 7 steps, and with each step, a lotus flower bloomed beneath him, marking the journey from confusion to clarity, from darkness into the light. This isn't coincidence, it's synchronicity. It's the universe gently reminding you that life has a deeper rhythm, and when you tune into it, you begin to walk in harmony with something far greater than yourself. In Buddhism, the number 7 is the path from ignorance to wisdom, from restlessness to peace. It's the coming together of body, speech, and mind, the essence of living mindfully in a noisy world. You can bring this energy into your life in simple ways. Each morning, take a few quiet breaths and gently whisper the word 7 as you exhale. Let it be your signal to slow down and connect to the calm within. Carry the number with you on your phone, in your wallet, just as a soft reminder that you're walking your path, one step at a time. And at night, anchor yourself in gratitude. 3 things you're thankful for, no matter how small. One listener of our channel once shared a beautiful story. Her name was Michelle from Arizona. Struggling with a career crossroads, she began using the number 7 as a daily reminder to trust in timing and balance. She meditated with it, carried it in her journal, and on August 7th last year, she got the unexpected call. A job she had dreamed of, offered out of the blue. She said, "It felt like the universe had been waiting for me to get aligned." So ask yourself, are you open to noticing the signs? Are you moving with life or against it? As Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh said, smile, breathe, and slow down. Let number 7 be more than a number. Let it be your guide, your anchor, your reminder that peace is found not in rushing, but in rhythm. The real jackpot isn't just wealth, it's waking up to your own inner light. What step will you take today that opens the lotus of awareness beneath your feet? 3. Number 6. Wisdom, reflection, and inner growth. If you've ever wondered how numbers can guide your life not just in luck, but in wisdom and personal growth, then let me tell you about the powerful meaning behind the number 6, especially as we approach August 7th, 9th, and 11th, 2025. This isn't just about picking a lucky number to win the jackpot, it's about aligning with something deeper, something that can bring true prosperity, inner peace, and clarity to your path. In Buddhism, the number 6 carries a sacred weight. It symbolizes the 6 paramitas, 6 qualities that open the door to enlightenment, generosity, morality, patience, effort, meditation, and wisdom. Imagine starting your day with these intentions. What might change in your life if you gave more, judged less, and lived more mindfully? As the Buddha said, without wisdom, there is no freedom. So what is wisdom really? It's not just knowledge, it's the gentle light that guides you when your emotions cloud your choices. And in the world of finances, that light becomes vital. How often do we spend impulsively, chasing a momentary high, only to regret it later, or beat ourselves up for not reaching certain goals fast enough? The number 6 invites you to pause, not to punish yourself, but to understand yourself. Reflect kindly on your habits, celebrate your small wins, learn from the slips, then gently redirect your efforts. What if every dollar you spent was a chance to practice awareness? What if every mistake was a lesson in patience and endurance? When the number 6 repeats like 66, it doubles this power, reminding you to balance your material goals with spiritual clarity. It's not about choosing one over the other, it's about creating harmony between them. You can start by anchoring your mornings in the 6 paramitas, reciting them as intentions. Then write down 6 things you're grateful for this month, and 6 areas where you want to grow, maybe in your finances, health, or relationships. What small steps can you take today that reflect those intentions? And before you sleep, gently ask yourself, what did I learn today that helped me grow? You might be surprised by how even small insights can open your heart. True prosperity isn't just about luck, it's about awareness. It's about the wisdom to see clearly, to act kindly, and to grow steadily. So, as those dates in August draw near, let the number 6 be more than a number. It can be your quiet teacher, guiding you toward a life filled not just with wealth, but with meaning. What will you choose to learn from it? If you've watched up to this point, you're already aligning yourself with the energy of abundance and spiritual insight. Comment "Lucky Path" below to show you're ready to receive blessings and fortune guided by Buddhist wisdom. Keep watching, there's wisdom ahead that may shift your whole perspective. 4. Number 40. 3. Transformation and breakthrough. Number 43 is not just a lucky number, it is a quiet call for transformation, a symbolic bridge between where you are now and the life you're meant to live. In Buddhist thought, it echoes the great truth of impermanence, anicca, the understanding that nothing stays the same, and in this very nature of change lies the seed of liberation. Number 4 speaks of your foundation, your hard-earned values, the stability you've built through years of experience, and the quiet strength that keeps you steady when the winds of life blow hard. Number 3 brings the spark, the creativity, inspiration, and spiritual vitality needed to adapt, shift, and move. When you bring them together as 43, what you hold is the sacred energy of breakthrough. It's like the story of the lotus, which rises from the muddy water to bloom in clarity. The Buddha once said, "Just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live without a spiritual life." If you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, or beyond, and feel like something is shifting inside, a gentle restlessness or the urge to live more meaningfully, know that 43 is appearing to guide you through this subtle awakening. Each morning, take a moment to close your eyes and visualize a golden bridge before you. Breathe deeply and say to yourself, 43, I am walking towards a better version of me. Then, journal 3 things you wish to change: old habits, draining emotions, your environment, and for each one, write 4 small steps you can take. It's not about speed, it's about presence. As the Dhammapada teaches, as irrigators guide water, as fletchers shape arrows, as carpenters carve wood, the wise shape their own lives. And this shaping happens gently, day by day. If you've been feeling stuck, uninspired, or unsure of where your next path begins, let 43 be your inner nudge. Change is not only possible, it's already unfolding. No mountain has to be moved overnight. Just one honest step begins the journey. The truth is, the universe doesn't wait for you to be perfect, it only waits for your readiness. And perhaps, without even realizing it, you are already ready. 5. Number 22. Build dreams and make them real. Number 22 is more than just a lucky number. It is a quiet but powerful reminder that your dreams are not meant to float in your imagination forever. They are meant to be built, step by step, with clarity, patience, and purpose. In a world that rushes us into wanting fast results and instant gratification, the energy of 22 reminds you that lasting success is not about speed, it's about alignment. In numerology, 22 is known as the master number, the dream maker, and it's built from the number 2, which stands for cooperation, intuition, and inner balance. When doubled, its strength multiplies, signaling that what you're building now has the potential to last far beyond your current moment. In Buddhist thought, it reflects the importance of wisdom and patience, the 2 companions on the path to awakening. What does it truly mean to build something meaningful in your life? Have you ever asked yourself whether you're planting the right seeds for your future? 22 whispers that you don't need to rush, nor should you delay. True happiness, as the Buddha taught, isn't in reaching the final destination, but in walking each step with awareness. You can begin this practice every morning. Take 3 deep breaths and visualize your dream forming 1 brick at a time. Whisper to yourself, 22, I am building my future, step by step. Then write down 22 specific actions you can take this year to move forward, real things like learning a skill, reading a book, or reaching out to someone supportive. Choose 2 each month and follow through. What's one thing you're doing today that your future self will thank you for? Take a moment to breathe deeply 22 times and reflect on that. The number 22 carries a message that success isn't an accident, it's a conscious decision repeated daily. Nothing is too big, only steps are too impatient. And when your heart is aligned with your actions, the universe responds with quiet support. Let go of the need to see instant results. Focus instead on building with mindfulness, knowing that every small step laid with care is a part of something much greater. Number 22 is not here to rush you, it's here to remind you that you are the builder of your future. So ask yourself each morning, what am I building today? Because the bricks you lay down with patience and purpose now will one day become the peaceful, abundant life you've always dreamed of. 6. Number 38. Infinite harmony and inner strength. Number 38 is not just a lucky number, it's a quiet but powerful reminder that your true strength doesn't come from controlling everything, but from finding harmony within yourself. In the fast pace of modern life, where we're often overwhelmed by expectations, worries, and constant motion, number 38 appears as a moment of stillness, a pause that invites you to reconnect with what truly matters, the balance between your body, your mind, and your spirit. The number 3 represents these 3 essential pillars of your being, and when they are aligned, you feel clarity, peace, and direction. The number 8, shaped like the symbol for infinity when turned on its side, carries the energy of endless potential, flow, and abundance. It reminds us that what we put out into the world returns to us like a cycle of energy. Combined, 38 is a message from the universe and from Buddhist wisdom, encouraging you to cultivate inner harmony in order to unlock your unlimited potential. As the Buddha taught, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. So let me ask you, when was the last time you truly listened to your own needs, your body's fatigue, your mind's restlessness, or your spirit's longing for meaning? Try starting your day with just 5 minutes of stillness, breathing deeply while repeating the words body, mind, intelligence, infinite, and visualizing a golden flow of energy surrounding you like the shape of the number 8. Then, take time to clarify your goals. Choose 3 big dreams and break each one into 8 small steps. This way, your path becomes more manageable and intentional. Repeat the affirmation, I am living in harmony, I am expanding my potential infinitely, and pair it with actions, clean your space, care for your health, or learn something meaningful. You'll find that the more balanced you are inside, the more success flows naturally to you. There's a deep truth in the message of 38. When you live in balance, you stop chasing and start attracting. So what are you doing today to nourish your inner harmony? Because when your energy is aligned, opportunities, relationships, health, and even wealth come together in beautiful synchrony. Remember, you don't need to be perfect, you just need to be in sync with yourself. That's the real secret to lasting success. Your presence here means you're open to more than luck, you're seeking harmony, prosperity, and purpose. Let the teachings guide you. Type fortune flow in the comments to affirm your readiness. The next few moments might be exactly what you need to unlock something truly meaningful. Mindful money, applying Buddhist wisdom for true financial freedom. In today's fast-paced and unpredictable world, money is more than just a means of survival. It's often a major source of stress, pressure, and impulsive decision-making. Amid the noise of markets, consumerism, and societal expectations, many of us are searching for a calmer, wiser way to manage our finances. Surprisingly, some of the most powerful guidance comes from ancient Buddhist teachings. Buddhism isn't only about spiritual enlightenment, It also offers timeless principles we can apply in our daily lives, including how we approach money. By tapping into clear wisdom, we can begin to make financial choices that align with our values, reduce anxiety, and bring a deeper sense of inner peace. Number 1. Pause before making financial decisions. Before making any financial decision, whether it's spending on something new, investing in a venture, or even signing a contract, the most transformative habit we can build is the simple act of pausing. Not hesitating out of fear, but pausing out of clarity. In our modern world, where everything moves so quickly and instant gratification is often celebrated, this pause is a radical and powerful act. When we give ourselves just a few moments of stillness, we allow the emotional clouds like fear of missing out, the thrill of gain, or the anxiety of urgency to settle. In that quiet space, we reconnect with what truly matters. As the Buddha wisely said, "The mind is everything, what you think you become." When our mind is clouded by emotion, we often make choices that feel right in the moment, but leave us burdened later. Financial decisions made in haste, driven by advertisements or peer pressure, often lead to regret. But when we slow down, we begin to notice the motivations behind our choices. Are we buying out of need, or out of the discomfort of boredom or comparison? Are we investing with wisdom, or reacting to fear and hype? A calm mind, free from emotional noise, is capable of seeing the full picture. It helps us discern between what's urgent and what's important. In Buddhist practice, this is akin to mindfulness, being fully present and aware without judgment. And just like in meditation, where the breath anchors us, in money matters, the pause becomes our anchor. It is that breath before swiping the card, that silence before agreeing to a deal, that awareness before clicking "buy now." This habit not only protects our wallets, it preserves our inner peace. As the Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh taught, smile, breathe, and go slowly. This doesn't mean we avoid action. It means our actions come from a place of balance and clarity. In today's fast-paced financial world, stillness before action is not just a spiritual idea, it is a deeply practical one. The next time you face a financial decision, take that sacred pause. Breathe. Check in with your values. Is this choice aligned with your goals, your well-being, and your peace of mind? Remember, every moment of stillness holds the power to save us from future suffering. True financial freedom isn't just about having more, it's about being wise with what we have. And wisdom begins not with movement, but with stillness. Number 2, face your financial reality. In the journey toward mindful money and true financial freedom, one of the most empowering and compassionate steps you can take is to face your financial reality honestly, without blame, without judgment, and without turning away. Buddhism teaches us to see things as they really are, and this wisdom is especially important when it comes to money, because money, like everything else in life, reflects the habits of our mind. So let me ask you, when was the last time you looked closely at your finances, not just your income, but your spending patterns, your debts, your savings, your emotional triggers around money? Many of us avoid this kind of self-inquiry because it can feel uncomfortable or overwhelming. We fear what we might find, or we judge ourselves harshly for past decisions. But here's the truth: you cannot change what you do not face. And facing doesn't mean criticizing yourself. It means meeting your situation with clarity and kindness. Just like in meditation, where we observe our thoughts without trying to push them away, in mindful money practice, we look at our finances with open eyes and an open heart. What are your money habits trying to tell you about your values, your fears, or your desires? Are you spending on things that nourish your life, or are you using money to fill emotional gaps or impress others? When you stop running from the numbers and instead sit with them, just like sitting with your breath, you begin to understand what's really going on. That understanding gives you the power to shift. As the saying goes, awareness is the first step toward change. Without awareness, we repeat patterns. But with awareness, we can gently course correct. We can plan, adjust, and grow. And you don't need to do this all at once. Start small. Review your bank statement without emotion. Write down your income and expenses. Notice where your money flows. This isn't about perfection, it's about presence. The more clearly you see, the more wisely you can act. What if instead of judging your financial mistakes, you viewed them as teachers? What would change if you approached your finances with curiosity instead of fear? Just like in the teachings of the Buddha, we're reminded that all things are impermanent, including our financial situation. So whatever you're going through now, whether it's debt, scarcity, or confusion, it can evolve. And the path to that evolution starts with being real, being kind to yourself, and being willing to grow. The message here is simple but powerful. Honesty without judgment is the foundation of mindful money. It creates the space for true financial wisdom to arise. When you see your reality clearly and meet it with compassion, you take back your power. You step out of denial and into awareness. And from that awareness, real freedom begins to bloom, not the kind of freedom that comes from having more, but the kind that grows from understanding yourself and your relationship with money. So today, take a breath, take a look, and take that first step toward clarity. That's how peace with money begins. Number 3, check your motivation, needs, or impulses. When it comes to money, have you ever asked yourself why you're really making a purchase, or why you're avoiding saving, or rushing into an investment? Every financial choice we make has a motivation behind it. Sometimes it's clear, but often it's hidden beneath the surface of our emotions. That's why one of the most powerful practices in creating mindful money habits is checking your motivation. Take a moment to ask yourself, am I doing this because I truly need it, or am I being driven by something else like stress, boredom, insecurity, or even the fear of missing out? This moment of self-inquiry is where mindfulness and money meet. In Buddhist teaching, there's a concept called right intention, part of the Noble Eightfold Path. It encourages us to act with awareness and clarity rather than from habit or impulse. When we make money decisions without examining our true intentions, we often end up feeding short-term emotions instead of long-term well-being. So pause for a second and think, how many times have you bought something to feel better after a hard day, to distract yourself from discomfort, or to keep up with what others are doing? And how did you feel afterward? Relieved, fulfilled, or maybe just a little more disconnected from your financial goals? The truth is, when we don't understand the root of our actions, money becomes a tool for temporary comfort rather than lasting peace. But when we start aligning our spending and saving with what really matters to us, our values, our dreams, our peace of mind, everything begins to shift. As the Buddha said, our life is shaped by our mind. We become what we think. If our money decisions come from scattered, anxious thoughts, then chaos often follows. But when our thoughts are steady and rooted in awareness, our financial life becomes more stable, intentional, and fulfilling. You don't need to be perfect, and this isn't about restricting yourself or living in fear of spending. It's about becoming curious. What would happen if, before every financial choice, you asked, is this serving my deeper purpose or just my passing mood? That small question can open a doorway to greater clarity. It helps you recognize patterns, maybe that midweek online shopping isn't about needing more clothes, but about feeling disconnected. Or maybe you're saving money not just for a vacation, but because you value freedom and security. The more you check in with your motivations, the more empowered you become. You begin to see money not as a source of stress or status, but as a form of energy, one that you can direct wisely. So the next time you're about to spend, save, or invest, take that mindful pause. Breathe. Ask yourself the deeper why. That question alone can change the way you relate to money. And in doing so, you bring awareness, compassion, and purpose into every choice, living not from impulse, but from intention. Remember, true financial freedom isn't found in having everything you want, but in understanding why you want it in the first place. If this message resonated with you, share in the comments, "I choose intention over impulse." Let's support each other in creating mindful money habits, one small decision at a time. Number 4. Accept impermanence. Ride the ups and downs. When it comes to money, one of the most overlooked but essential truths we must learn to accept is impermanence, the simple fact that everything changes. In Buddhism, impermanence is called anicca, and it's not just a concept, it's a constant experience. Markets go up and down, job situations evolve, expenses show up uninvited, and life rarely follows the plan we carefully mapped out. If you've ever felt anxiety during a financial downturn, or chased after a quick gain hoping it would fix everything, you're not alone. But let's be honest, how often has reacting out of fear actually made things better? More often than not, it pulls us deeper into stress. The Buddha taught, "Nothing is forever except change." When we resist that truth, we suffer unnecessarily. But when we accept it, even embrace it, we begin to respond to financial ups and downs with more balance, clarity, and patience. Instead of panicking when the market dips or when a big expense hits, we learn to pause, breathe, and remind ourselves, this too shall pass. That's not denial, it's wisdom. Modern life is full of uncertainty, especially when it comes to money. And the more we cling to certainty or chase control, the more overwhelmed we feel when things don't go our way. But if we can train our minds to stay grounded during financial storms, we discover something powerful. Stability doesn't come from the world around us staying still. It comes from how we meet the waves. Picture a tree in the wind. The branches sway and move, but the roots stay deep. Practicing mindfulness and accepting impermanence is how we grow those roots. So next time you see your savings dip, your income shift, or unexpected costs arise, ask yourself, can I meet this moment without panic? Can I trust that change is part of the cycle and not a failure? Financial wisdom isn't about having perfect control, it's about building emotional resilience and clarity to handle whatever comes. As the Zen proverb reminds us, let go or be dragged. In money, as in life, letting go doesn't mean giving up, it means not clinging to what was or trying to force what isn't. It means making thoughtful decisions even in uncertain times. This perspective allows you to move from reacting to responding, from fear to focus, from anxiety to awareness. So, whether you're enjoying a financial high or facing a setback, remember that both are part of the flow. Don't define your self-worth by your net worth. Don't mistake a temporary loss for a permanent state. Everything is in motion, and so are you. Your ability to adapt, stay grounded, and make mindful choices during change is what builds true financial strength. And in this way, accepting impermanence becomes not just a spiritual teaching, but a practical strategy for long-term financial well-being. Number 5. Let go of attachment. Your worth isn't your net worth. One of the most powerful shifts you can make on the path to mindful money and true financial freedom is to let go of the deep-rooted attachment to money as a reflection of your self-worth. In Buddhism, the concept of attachment or upadana is at the heart of suffering. When we cling tightly to things like wealth, status, or material success, We unknowingly set ourselves up for inner turmoil because all these things are constantly changing. Have you ever felt like your bank balance defined how successful, lovable, or secure you are? Have you judged yourself harshly during times of financial struggle, or believed that more money would finally make you feel enough? If so, you're not alone. But here's the truth. Your self-worth is not your net worth. Your value as a human being has nothing to do with the number in your savings account. Money is simply a tool, useful, necessary, but never a measure of who you are. As the Buddha wisely said, you can only lose what you cling to. When we cling to money as a source of identity, we suffer the highs and lows of finances as if they define our personal success or failure. But when we let go not of money itself, but of the emotional grip it has on our sense of self, we find something much more valuable: peace. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring about your financial future or goals. In fact, it helps you care more wisely. It means you no longer allow money to control your happiness, decisions, or relationships. When you're not obsessing over what you have or don't have, you gain space to make better, clearer choices that align with your deeper values. You begin to ask questions that matter. Is this financial choice supporting my peace of mind or disturbing it? Am I spending from ego or from purpose? Am I saving from fear or from wisdom? These are the questions that lead to true freedom. In today's world, where social media constantly compares lifestyles and success is often measured in dollar signs, detaching from these external markers is not easy, but it is liberating. Your real wealth lies in your presence, your integrity, your ability to love and be loved, and your willingness to live in alignment with what truly matters to you. So, if you've been tying your identity to your financial situation, it's time to gently untie that knot. Recognize that you are already whole. Let money be a resource that supports your life, not the definition of it. True financial freedom comes not when you have everything, but when you realize you don't need everything to feel complete. In letting go of attachment, you reclaim your power, your peace, and your purpose. And that, more than any number, is what makes you truly rich. As we've explored today, lucky numbers like 5, 6, 7 and beyond aren't just digits, they're quiet guides, carrying deep spiritual messages from Buddhist teachings. Whether it's transformation, harmony, inner strength, or mindful abundance, these numbers invite us to live with more clarity, compassion, and purpose. So as the 7th of August, 9th and 11th approach, remember, luck doesn't only come from outside, it also blossoms from within. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who might need a little light, and subscribe to The Journey of Wisdom for more content that blends ancient teachings with everyday life. And be sure to turn on notifications so you won't miss our upcoming episodes filled with insight, peace, and practical wisdom. Until next time, walk gently, live mindfully, and may your path be filled with meaning and joy.